Hey, what's up, guys? Starbucks ID back with another video. So it's been a while, guys. I just haven't really made any content because really there hasn't really been anything going on in the markets and hasn't really been a need to make any videos. Um, but I guess now I want to make a video because I really think we're at an inflection point when it comes to Bitcoin and our alts. So I just wanted to give you like a rundown what I'm thinking for the next like few weeks and months, and what you guys should be doing and what I would recommend to do. And yeah, let's get right into it. Obviously, first of all, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence, and none of this is financial advice. If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe this video. I've been making content for just a few months now, but definitely on my Twitter actually. You guys should definitely follow because I make a lot of content around base native kind of projects, and that has just been my niche for the past few months now. Actually, not even a few months. Like it's been just a bit over a year, and I've really doubled down on the base native ecosystem, and I've just been trying to find gems over there. So yeah, let's get right into it. So when it comes to Bitcoin, I really think it's at a major inflection point right now, where it's sort of like a make it or break it stage. Personally, I think the bottom is in already. So I believe 91 point, what was it? 91.5K was the bottom. I'll give you a few reasons why. First of all, as you can see, the RSI momentum is starting to pick up. We've broken out the short-term daily RSI downtrend, and buyers are starting to step in. But personally, we really want to get above the yellow daily RSI line. Reason being is we've been on like the major long like high time frame downtrend since November. So I would definitely like to see this eventually break it, retest, and then make our merry way. And if that happens, it's pretty much confirmation the next leg up is in. So we do something like this and have about 5 to 6 weeks of just constant upside for Bitcoin. I don't think like the correction would go as long as the last time we had this, so back in March all the way to November. Reason being is we're later in the parabolic bull market stages, so generally corrections should last shorter, and just generally as the market becomes more euphoric, corrections last less time, and the price goes up like exponentially. So when it comes to that, Bitcoin, in my opinion, bottom is in, and for alts to really start to shine, we really need Bitcoin to break all-time high. I guess on that, I forgot to put in my tabs. Bitcoin dominance, my opinion also for that is Bitcoin has most likely topped for this cycle. And obviously for a confirmation that it has topped, ideally, let me just get rid of all these lines. I guess like evidence why I really think it's topped. If you go to the weekly RSI, we've actually printed a major bearish divergence where the RSI has made a lower high, but the price has made a higher high. So generally, that's really bearish for whatever asset it is, and for the Bitcoin dominance chart at least, that's very bearish. So most likely, the result of that is dominance will start dropping down, and obviously that's good for our alts. So generally, what I think for the next few weeks and months, Bitcoin makes it a new leg up higher, and dominance starts dropping down, which means our alts are going to shine. And obviously, you guys want to be looking for gems, especially like base native tokens, because I really think that base chain in general is pretty much the high beta of Ethereum. And my opinion has always been Ethereum will start outperforming this year, especially Q1. Another reason why I think the Bitcoin bottom is most likely in, we've seen a major divergence when it comes to fear and greed. So as you can see here, so the 3rd of February was a fear and greed reading of 44, and we had a double bottom of 44 again at 19th of February. And if you compare it to the chart, so 3rd of February and 19th of February, let me just zoom in. So the 3rd, we had a major wick down to 91.5K. And then for the 18th, we had it down to 93.2. So that just clearly shows a divergence where people are getting more bearish, but the price is printing a higher low. And that just pretty much it just shows that sentiment is getting reset. People are getting bearish at the wrong time, and which is great because most likely this like sentiment has reset enough where Bitcoin can now make its leg up higher. And as you can see, like also for the liquidation heat map, it's pretty evident that like for market at least, there's liquidity to the upside, and we've pretty much just hit our lower points already. So when it comes to major liquidation levels, around 100k is major liquidation, and then the next is 109.2k. So obviously, once we break 109 to all-time high, we're making our merry way to all-time highs. But yeah, so that's basically my main reasons why we really think that Bitcoin is topping out, as well as alts will most likely start to shine for Bitcoin's next leg up. I'll give you like a little, also a little update on Toshi. Obviously, Coinbase listed Toshi. We did a massive parabolic run, as I expected. I think we hit just 1 billion on chain, and we just had a major correction since. So just some technical analysis for you guys. Obviously, my thesis for Toshi has not changed. I'm still bullish. Obviously, there's a monster correction, but it was definitely needed for the amount of volume and attention it got. So it's down 70% right now. My opinion has always been, if a token asset is down 60 to 80%, that's the time for it to shine and really, like, I guess, make it or break it. So if you guys aren't already invested enough in Toshi, personally, 60 to 80% drawdowns is the perfect time to start accumulating. And when it comes to like just breakout levels and where Toshi should be going from here, ideally this daily RSI breaks out. So as you can see, we've been on this downtrend since pretty much when Coinbase announced the listing. So we actually didn't even print a bearish divergence, which is pretty nice to see. But obviously daily RSI is fully resetting. I would not be surprised. We'd probably tag like the 39 to 40 range for the RSI. So we might see some decline for Toshi. We might retest maybe even the 4.7 level. But I still suspect that when it comes to like getting the most bang for your buck and risk to reward, here's probably the best time, because 60 to 80% drawdowns is generally where you want to be accumulating. So we probably break at the RSI very soon, and that will probably happen when Bitcoin is also breaking out, and then we make a leg up for this year. So when it comes to like, I guess, fundamentals for Toshi, for like holder count has been going on a monster like rampage. We've increased holders by, I think it's like 40,000 since the Coinbase listing. And even when it comes to like distribution for the top 50 holders, personally, let's just let this load. Personally, I've lost like 30 ranks in my holding, which is great to see, because obviously as more central exchanges makes more wallets, that means there's more like small holders getting into the token. So for Bybit personally, I've been tracking it, and prior to Coinbase, Bybit had just less than 3% of the supply. And if you like, for a wallet to have 1.5 billion Toshi tokens, but prior to Coinbase, it was around like a top 30 holder rank wallet, and now it's sitting at about 56. So this just shows you guys, like, a lot of these wallets are Coinbase. I've already checked through them, and there's at least 10 Coinbase wallets at least. It's probably like around the 20 mark where they have about half, like on average, 0.5% of the supply. So just looking at that alone, Coinbase, like when I say Coinbase, the retail users of Toshi and holders of Toshi, Coinbase has about 10% plus of the supply. And Bybit is going up, as well as other exchanges like, I think it was Gate and KuCoin, which is great to see. Like this pretty much just confirms that we're currently in the accumulation range, not a distribution. And there's a bunch of small holders coming in. We can obviously see it's pretty like evident where Toshi Coin's Reddit page is sitting at 5.5k members. It's a whole different community. Like a lot of them doing like billboard advertisements and really working for their bags. And it's a whole different entire vibe compared to the Telegram community for Toshi. So it's great to see new holders are coming in, and a lot of these holders are buying because of the Coinbase listing. And Another like bullish, I guess, note to say, which I forgot to mention to you guys is, it's looking like Kraken is gonna list Toshi on spot. So it got listed on Perps, I think 1 to 2 weeks ago. But as you can see here, if you go on the Kraken spot listing pages for the app, it says this asset is coming soon for Toshi, and if you list it, Toshi comes up, as well as when it comes to Kraken like business developments, they actually enabled deposits for base chain. So like withdraw and deposits. Usually that happens when they're getting ready to list more tokens. So it's looking like Kraken as well as Robinhood, which is massive. Kraken and Robinhood actually just enabled the base chain assets. So this will allow pretty much people to deposit tokens on Kraken and Robinhood as well as withdraw. And they're only going to do this if they're going to start listing tokens. So in my opinion, it's most likely Robinhood and Kraken are going to list Toshi as a spot token. And well, I guess based on that point, like time is really running out. So like, as you can see here, once the RSI breaks out of his downtrend, I suspect the leg up is beginning for Toshi, and there really isn't much time to go. So when it comes to accumulation, obviously 73% is a great spot to accumulate. And when it comes to invalidations levels, really, I would not want to see Toshi break below the 4.3 level, really. That's pretty much, that was the top of the Coinbase listing announcement. And then it retraced, and then when it got actually listed, that's when the pump happened. So I wouldn't want to drop below 4.3. If I go to market cap, I'll tell you guys the market cap so it's a bit easier. I would not want to drop below about the 200 mil mark. If it drops below that, it's not looking very good for Toshi, and it just needs it just pretty much needs like means that we need more time to accumulate. So yeah, there's that for Toshi. Obviously, holder counts are looking bullish. The Reddit page is looking bullish. And another token, obviously, you guys know that I'm bullish on is AlienBase. So when it comes to pretty much like what the chart's looking like, it's looking great. As you can see here, momentum is starting to increase. So, actually wrong tool. So momentum starting to increase. So you got higher highs on the RSI and higher lows on the RSI. So what that basically means is buyers are starting to kick in, and it's really just doing a massive bottoming formation. So when it comes to accumulation, I would definitely be accumulating here if you haven't already. From all-time high, it's down 80%, which is perfect range to accumulate. And really, when it comes to fundamentals, something I'm very bullish on is AlienBase is going to be the main DEX of B3. So if you guys haven't already like known what B3 is, B3 is a massive layer 3 chain that's going to be launching on base chain. And if you look at their token right now, I think it's 1 billion FDV, and it got a day one Coinbase listing. So let me just go to the token now. So yeah, so it's currently at a $700 million FDV. I think it's done a massive retrace, which is obvious, of course. But I guess when it comes to why I'm so bullish is B3 got listed on Coinbase day one, and AlienBase is going to be the main DEX of B3. So just on that alone, it sort of increases the chances for me of AlienBase getting a Coinbase listing, because B3 is ex Coinbase employees, and AlienBase is pretty much going to be the bread and butter when it comes to trading on the B3 chain. So obviously, as you can see, B3, excited for what we'll be unveiling together soon. And then here's another post that I found. Let me just scroll down. So yeah, so we're going multi-chain to B3. So AlienBase will be the main liquidity hub for the gaming focused base L3. And there'll be over 80 game developers. So that's 80 potential tokens where AlienBase will be pretty much allowing, like, creating liquidity provisioning opportunities for those tokens. So there'll be a massive influx in TVL and volume, in my opinion, for AlienBase. And it's looking good. So like when it comes to the benefits, AlienBase is getting more TVL, more volume, and just more respect when it comes to the base chain space, as it'll be the main DEX for B3. So massive news. I'm bullish, really bullish on AlienBase and Toshi. And when it comes to accumulation, this is the spot to be purchasing. Obviously, you don't want to be buying green candles. You want to be buying red. And it's pretty clear to me that bullish momentum is increasing for AlienBase. and Toshi doesn't have much time to go when it comes to its retracement. I really think that the retracement is nearly finished, and with the possible catalyst coming up, where we'll probably get a Kraken spot listing for Toshi as well as a Robinhood, and AlienBase most likely having a closer relationship with Coinbase because of the B3 partnership. It's looking really good for risk to reward. So there's that, guys. When it comes to like what I'll be making in the future, obviously I'm gonna start updating you guys more often now, because it's looking like Bitcoin's really at an inflection point, and I would not be surprised the leg up is happening for Bitcoin right now, as well as the alts. So yeah, there's that, guys. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys want me to cover any other tokens, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. And that's all to the video, guys. Peace.